Hey Pisces, welcome to Wild Pearl Tarot. Today we're going to be doing your January 2025 reading, asking what's coming towards you. We're going to start with Oracle and then we're going to move on to Tarot. And I thank you for hitting that like button on the way in. Thank you so much. For any of you guys who have joined me before, who are part of the family, I appreciate you coming back, and I appreciate any newbies. I love to pray for all of you, so say hi in the comment section if you'd like for me and others to pray for you. Just gives us something that we can focus on that represents your energy. And maybe you feel more comfortable with an emoji, and that's fine too. So we start with a message from the Divine Feather Messenger deck. Find comfort and balance in simple ways. You have support all around you. Nice. Sometimes we Pisces need that reminder, right? Sometimes Pisces can fool themselves and think they're all alone in what they're trying to create, what they're trying to do. And when they realize that they're not, they have those reminders. It's like, what? You actually get it? You speak my language? All right, this is the Angels of Abundance deck, in case you're interested. We have positivity, faith, and optimism. What a great way to start a new year. You open the doorway to positive experiences and opportunities with your positive expectations and energy. Right on. I was just talking to a friend about this, how powerful it is to ring in the new year with a roar rather than kind of a submissive energy, right? Like, yes, match it, like meet it face to face with that strength, that powerful positive energy. Do not allow negative energy or temporary setbacks to interfere with the path that you are on. Keep the faith and keep going. It will meet you face to face. Meet you where you're at. All right, what's coming towards Pisces? January 2025. This will be an extended. For those of you who like to go deeper into it, all that will be in the description box below, a link. That's the price of a cup of coffee. All right, we start with talk about enthusiasm, positivity, and passion. It'll be interesting to see what kind of passion this is. This could be for a project, it could be for a relationship, it could even be lust. But the Ace of Wands is an interesting energy because I'll tell you what, it doesn't last, it doesn't stick around forever. You have to act on it, you know, and I always liken it to like the flame on a match. You strike that match and this beautiful alchemy of the energy like pops up, right? This flame, and it is so powerful, it could burn down an entire house if you feed it. I mean, that's a terrible analogy. I'm sorry. I wouldn't want anybody's house to burn down, but you know what I mean. It could light a beautiful fire, actually, and it warms you. So on a cold day, or if you don't feed it, it goes out, right? So this, whatever this is a huge offer. This is something that lands in your lap. But if you don't act on it, it will go out. It will go away. So let's see what else. January 2025 for my Pisces. Starting with this enthusiasm and positivity. There is going to be an event that's somewhat out of your control. Okay? I don't know why I'm smiling because this is intense, but I'm smiling for a reason and I'm going with it. What is this crazy energy? What's Ace of Wands? Tell me more about that. So we only take the cards that fly out for you because I like to think that this conversation is alive. It's breathing. It's a breathing entity. Seven of Wands instead of, and every reader does it their own way, right? And now about this event. So something happens that's outside of your control. And I want to know a little bit more about it. So it's leading to some kind of transformation, some kind of change in life. And it has to do with people. So Five of Wands, and forgive me for not showing you the cards exactly. I would like more information before I do that. A lot of them are flying out kind of crazy. So what this looks like is there is a really awesome gift being offered to you in funky ass wrapping paper. And what that funk is that you may have some conflict with some other individuals, but I'm smiling for a reason. It's your silver lining. So your silver lining is shining bright, but here's kind of the funkiness. There is something that needs to kind of move out of the way, and it might be one or two relationships. It could be just with one other individual, but there's just you're simply just not in alignment with one another. Your biggest and best life, let me say it this way, your biggest and best life is not in alignment with them. So let me just make it easy for you. your life comes first. Like your happiness comes first here, Pisces, and I'm saying it that way. I'm Pisces as well. Sometimes we can get so pulled into the experience of another individual or other individuals that we can't feel ourselves. I don't think this is going to be one of those times. I think that you are battling any one of those doubts outside of yourself, those doubts of others, or even within yourself. You're battling them like king of the mountain and you're winning. Because I think it's made very clear to you that something needs to move out of the picture in order to make way for new opportunities, for new passion. What this feels like is you already get a glimpse of it. And it is so powerful that you're like, move out of my way. Okay, I want this. You know what I mean? Have you ever had that happen, right? It kind of reminds me of like one of those white elephant gift exchanges, right? Where you think you've got like the best gift. I bet that fills you with a lot of anxiety. I get a lot of anxiety with those white elephants because I worry about taking somebody else's present that they really wanted, but that's the whole premise of the game. But this is a game in which you don't feel that guilt. You see what you want and you are going to take it no matter what. The evil laugh. It's moving forward, and whether they like it or not. So there is this element that sits outside of your control. What is that? It's almost like this transformation was supposed to happen no matter what. It's the right thing for you because you keep on coming out on top, boo. I think that I'm getting shivers. I want to know a little bit more about this. The Emperor came out. I want to know about this Queen of Wands. Who's this Queen of Wands? For my Pisces, January 2025. I think a lot of you guys are being squeezed into a position where you actually have to take what you want. You have to do what's right for you. It's like the same cards repeating out. Who's this Queen of Wands? Well, she's attached to this stuck feeling. Now, this might be you actually being more extroverted, more decisive, more aggressive than you are normally, because there's something you got to pivot on. You got to make a change, and you got to do something to take care of yourself. Okay, so you not only want that gift of the white elephant, you need that gift. Because you're not willing to put up with any disappointment. No, that's too big of a bargain. That's too big of for another individual. That is not taking care of yourself. That's not loving yourself to a degree that you cannot deny it. You can't help but see it. And so you are kind of being squeezed into this position in an event where you have to stick up for yourself. And it's this transformation. So there's actually a deeper spiritual reason why you're kind of in this position. And I think it has something to do with righteously claiming that gift, righteously claiming what you need, and whether that's a new role with work, or that's a new role, a new context within a relationship. And yeah, it might create some conflict. How does that feel for a sec? Let's just think about that. How does that feel to be the one in the middle of the conflict and being like, and owning it? Like, yeah, I'm sorry if you don't like that. Not sorry. Okay? This might be working in collaboration with others. They might even say, yeah, but you said. Or they might even say, yeah, but that's not how the rules are. Or that's not what we committed to. And that's what's creating, they're going to use that, and sure enough, sure as shit, you're coming out 7 of rods, standing by your beliefs, sticking by your convictions, playing king of the mountain with those doubts. And they're going to have all the reasons why. This could be 2 air signs. Could be a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. We got King of Swords, Queen of Swords. Oh, you cross the boundaries. These are boundary setters. They're going to be using truth. They're going to be using their words, communications, truth. But you said Hierophant energy. But that's not how we do this. This is not how things go. You're breaking the rules. But guess what? You're moving forward no matter what. All right, you guys, we're going to jump into the advice later in our extended. I want to get one card out for any of you guys who don't want to go on the extended for any reason, but we're going to dive into that further there. 10 of Pentacles, this is where you're going towards. It's about your big picture, your happiness and your harmony. Maybe it's worth a little conflict right now because things are going to be way better. It's like those readjustments. Sorry, not sorry. All right, for any of you guys, I am leaving here. Thank you so much for joining me. Please please consider joining the family. You can always unsubscribe if you want. And for those of you guys joining me, the link is below in the description box. See you soon for your bonus readings.